Yeah, visible.
Okay. My voice is clear?
Yeah, audible.
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Pooja, is the same slides, huh? What you have made changes? Yeah.
Good evening, all. Today, our project is e-grocery analytics and reporting. Before we go into the details of the project, let's understand what is the online grocer. It's like an online grocery store which allows us to order our groceries online. This service, this e-commerce service, was available even before the COVID-19 pandemic. But in this COVID-19 pandemic, because staying home was the best solution for us to handle the pandemic, everything went online. Our shopping, our groceries, everything is online now. Even our classes are online. So this time, the online groceries helped the households a lot so that they could stay home and stay healthy. Apart from that, if we look into the growth of the online grocery stores, the growth is around 300%. Okay. And today's our topic or the project is on the same thing, e-grocery. And the team has worked from collecting to the data to analyzing and giving the reports. They got the data from the client where the items were mentioned, but they had to go to the research on the sales price and other things. The numbers they had to work on. That is the first thing they did. And when coming to reporting, they have the reports for the different levels of the management for decision making. They have the dashboards lined up for top level management as well as medium level management. The decisions that are taken by the different levels depend upon the output that is given from the dashboards. So they have the two different styling of representing the data and making the reports for two different levels, top level as well as middle level. And the access also is given accordingly. These are the details about the project. We have our entire team and our projects lead Sheila and Akram are here. Team, please start presenting.
Thank you, Emma Bindu. Hello, everyone present over here. My name is Pooja Mukunde. I am from 360DigiTMG, presenting a presentation on e-grocery analytics and reporting. First of all, I would like to thank you.
And our
First
project
of all, First of all, I would like to thank you to our project manager, Mr. Sharad sir, and our project leads and coordinator, Sheila ma'am, Akram sir, and Hema Bindu ma'am, for the guidance and support throughout the journey. I would like to introduce my members, Rohan, Manjunath, Neetu, Adesh, Swati, Mallikarjun, Sujita, Bharat, Kumar Saurabh, Riyaz, Ashlesha, and Sanmukha. I would like to thank you and appreciate all the team members for their hard work and support to complete this project. By hearing the word grocery, the first thing in come in mind that is a place where the bought and sale. Let's start in a brief. What is e-grocery business? A grocery store is a store primarily engaged in a retailing a general range of food products which may be fresh or packed. In India, shops that sell are distinguished as grocers, grocery shop, corner shop, convenience shop, or supermarket. Small grocery store that mainly sells fruits and vegetables are known as the green grocers. A shop where predominantly sell prepared foods such as candy and snacks are known as a convenience shop. Here, global grocery retailing business have, like others, latches onto the business platform to sell items. A practice is known as e-grocery. Some key points and prediction of Indian grocery market are Indian grocery market size was estimated at 290 CR in 2020 is expected to reach 430 CR in 2021. In Indian grocery market is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 37.1% from 2021 to 2028 to reach at least 480 CR in 2028. E-grocery brought a special self-service approach to shopping using shopping cart. Grocery wild, great purchasing power over farmers and processor and strong influence over consumer. Here, less than 10% of consumer spending on food with a large percentage goes to the advertising, transportation, intermediate corporation. If we talk about the current situation, delivery of grocery product become a more acceptable following the COVID-19 outbreak to the social distance standard imports. India grocery market is gaining transact as it is considered a convenient and safe mode of grocery delivery. Projects, goal and objectives. Major objective of most grocery store companies is to sell product and earn highest profit. First is analyzing sales and profit. It is a mining of data to evaluate the performance of your sales and profit. It provides a insight about the problems in the market, sales forecasting, and revenue generation. Next, increasing customer traffic. The number of customers that walk into the store. This is especially important for retail business because it indicates the number of customers in the store. Next, building customer loyalty. Customer loyalty is a commitment between a customer and store that causes the customer to make repeat purchases. Customer loyalty is achieved by the brand creating offers, programs that encourage the customer to make the repeat purchases from the store. Monitoring product quality. Monitoring means on-site product quality inspection performed every day of production. It helps to quickly determine the lapses in the product quality and manufacturing plants. Next, employee analysis. It determines the activity and responsibility assigned to the employee in the grocery store. It includes employee salary, employee welfare, benefits, security, etc. Financial analysis. Financial analysis is the process of evaluating business, projects, budgets, and other financial related transactions to determine their performance and sustainability. Typically, financial analysis is used to analyze whether an entity is stable, solvent, liquid, or profitable enough to warrant a monetary investments. Next is workflow of e-grocery. It is an architectural approach. As you can see that in a picture, there is a workflow of buying a particular product from the grocery. First, buyer search for a website for near grocery store. Then he visit to the grocery store. In grocery store, he search for the grocery which he want to buy. He select those and go to the billing counter for making a payment. After that, he asks for the delivery person to deliver the grocery to his place. As we all know about the process of shopping, it involves customer, order, product categories, location, and cost. All these informations are required to purpose the architecture of e-grocery system to analyze the high-level and mid-level management. Thank you. Next slide will present by Swati.
Yeah, thank you, Pooja. Yeah, next comes constraints. We have faced some challenges while obtaining raw data from clients, filter the data into different attributes and make conclusions for particular category. Each field contains a unique attribute of the data, such as order ID, product name, sales, profit, and so on. Understanding different levels of management in the organization and the levels of management in which we have worked are high level and middle level management. Dashboards are created based on the management levels present in the organization. Next slide, please. Hello? Yeah, thank you. Implementation approach. Data collection is the procedure of collecting, measuring, and analyzing accurate insights for research using standard validated techniques. Data preparation is the act of manipulating raw data into a form that can readily and accurately be analyzed. For example, business purpose. Attributes selection or variable subset selection is the process of selecting a subset of relevant features for use in model construction. Management levels in an organization. In organizations, there are typically 3 levels of management. They are high level, middle level, and low level. Data visualization and high and middle level management. Data visualization refers to the graphical representation and data by using visual elements and charts, graphs, and maps. Data visualization tools provide an accessible way to see and understand trends, outliers, and patterns in data. Data set is a collection of data, and a data set corresponds to one or more database tables where every column of a table represents a particular variable and each row corresponds to a given record of the data set. And dashboard for high level management, dashboard for mid level management, dashboard for low level management. Dashboard is a type of graphical user interface which often provides at a glance views of key performance indicators relevant to a particular objective or business process. And the last one is recommendations. Okay, next will be presented by Sujita.
Thank you, Swati. As everyone knows, data is one of the most important and vital aspect of any research study. But question is that, what is the data? Data is facts or figures from which we can draw a conclusion. So, data collection is the lowest unit of information from which other measurement and analysis can be done. And data can be in any form like quantitative, qualitative, images, video, speeches, etc. But here we have taken raw data from grocery store in the form of quantitative and qualitative. But what does mean by qualitative and quantitative? Quantitative data includes only numerical values and qualitative data includes only categorical values. And this collected data help us to forecast the potential sale and demand of their atoms through predictive analytics, which highlights which atoms are in demand by using various graphs like waterfall chart, pie chart, donut chart, etc. Overall, records of the e-grocery stores are taken into consideration. Next slide, please. Data preparation. So, what does mean by data preparation? We have a data set, but is the data set okay for further operation or not? Obviously not, because it is a messy data. It is a messy data set, including some null values, duplicate values, and special character. If we do any operation on that messy data set, then we don't get right conclusion. There will be a chance of getting wrong accuracy. So it's necessary to do data processing. For that, first we understand the data. Means which type of data we have. Means it is continuous, it is discrete, it is qualitative, it is quantitative, or to check is there any null value, is there any duplicate values, etc. After this, we discover each important attributes, means which attribute is necessary for forecasting the high level and mid-level management. And after that, we did data processing by removing null values, duplicate values, special characters by using data interpretation. And we check the validation of data. Then we transform and enrich the data and store in data set. Next slide. These are the attributes taken in data set. That is, first one is order ID. IND stands India, then year, then order number. The next order date, taken as date, month, year. Ship date, taken same as order date. Then is customer ID and customer name. And the next is category. In this category attributes, including many categories like beverages, fruits, vegetables, dairy products, cereals, etc. Next is subcategory. In that, we have segregated the different subcategories in different categories. That is, coffee, tea comes in beverage category. Cheese, curd, yogurt comes from dairy product categories. Tomato, onion, green leaf comes from vegetable. Apple, pear, citrus comes from fruit category. And rice comes from cereal category. Then next is product. Here we also segregated different products by different subcategory. Like coffee comes from coffee tea subcategory, cheese cubes and cheese strips comes from cheese subcategory, ghee, butter, milk powder comes from other dairy product, lemon, sweet lime, orange comes from citrus fruit, etc. Next is product ID and next discount. Here discount is mentioned by each product wise. And the next attributes are quantity, sales, profit, country, state, city, region, and zip code. The sales and profit given with respect to each state-wise, city-wise, and region-wise. Next slide. This is the screenshot of our data set, including all above attributes like order ID, order date, ship date, customer ID, customer name, etc. Now, Mallikarjun will continue the next slide. Thank you.
If we go to the hierarchy of the e-grocery, there are different types of managements, such as high-level management, mid-level management, and low-level management. As the size of the business increases, then there will be expansion in the roles of managements also. If we come to the high-level management, mainly the company CEOs and vice presidents of the companies are involved in the high-level management. As we know that the CEO of the company is the highest position of the company, he or she will take the responsibilities of decisions made and money invested. If we take the role of the vice presidents in high level management, vice presidents will be there for different sectors. For example, vice president is there for finance. He will check the financial issues, accounts and billings. Vice president is there for human resources. He will check the recruitment of staff development. And if there is a vice president for distribution, he will take care of product placement, shipping and waste management. Mainly this high level management in any business will come over profits and losses. If we go to the mid level management, regional managers and executive heads will come under this mid level management. This mid level management people will check the advertising department, and they will take care of reputation and image building of store, and they will check the extent of reach of the business. Yeah, if we take the mid-level management, mostly they will concentrate on advertising, reputation and image building of the store. If we come to low-level management, supervisors and foremen come under the particular low-level management of a business. They will inspect the goods and they will check the quality of the goods, and they will check which product is high selling and which product is low selling, and they will update the fate details to the upper level management. These are the different types of management levels. In further, the roles of the managements will be explained by Rohan in detail. Thank you.
Thank you, Mallikarjun. In our analysis, we have focused for high level and mid level management, as they are the key roles for controlling and overseeing the entire organization. Here, the high level management develops goals, strategy, plans, company policies, and make decisions on the direction of the business. And the direction of the business refers to the profit or loss, overall sales of the goods, and business status. In addition to this, the high level management play a significant role in the mobilization of outside resources and strategic planning for the enterprise, and controlling and coordinating the activities of the organization to formulate and approve the master budget and other departmental budgets, to appoint the department heads and other executives. The board of directors, CEO, president, vice president are examples of the high level management. Next slide, please. In the mid-level management, the general managers, region managers, or we can call it as the branch managers, are examples. They are accountable to top management for their department function. They execute organization plans in conformance with the company's policies and objectives, defining and monitoring group level performance indicators, and they are concerned for the profit and sales, branch wise, total running sales, peak time sales, and how to monitor them. Overall, interpreting and communicating policies from the top level to the lower level, and ensuring implementation of organization plans, making plans for the various departments of e-grocery stores, and reporting to the senior management, checking sales and profit in month-wise according to the different categories. Mid-level management is implement management level of hierarchical e-grocery stores that is subordinate to the executive management and responsible for the team leading. Now, Riaz will take you to next slide.
Thank you, Rohan. Okay, so let me start with a structural approach for high-level management. And we have created few charts for that. For example, that we have here is pie chart, tree chart, dual axis, trend lines, and the forecasting. We have done this through the criteria that we have used and the scenarios based, and the scenarios like that goes on like sales by region, or the rank of a profit and a sales by the state or the category. We have also considered the reference bands for high level, mid level, so and the trend lines as well, which goes upward and the downward directions, and the the forecasting for the categories, that is for the next 6 quarters. We have analyzed the data, and then we have created the dashboard accordingly. Can we move on to next slide, please? Here we have a donut chart that shows the profit by the region. We have considered donut chart because this is more space efficient than a pie chart that we have. And here the color shows the details about the region, and the size shows the sum of profit that we have. And the if you can see the red color that we have for the north region, that has the highest sales, and the blue color for the central region, that is which is minimal for the central region. So according to the colors, we have segregated it, and the profit of north is higher than comparing to the other regions that we have. So we have created a waterfall chart in the next slide. Can we move on? Yeah. So here we are trying to show the running sum of sales along the table across that for each of order date month. Like for example, we have like from January till December. If you can see, September and December has the deepest the darkest green color, so which shows the highest sales it has in December and September. And in February you have the lightest yellow color that shows the less sales that we have there. And we are trying to approach for the running sum of sales, adding from the first month till the second month, and the individual contribution of that particular month. To get that, the color that shows the sum of sales that we have, and the size is showing the waterfall sales. The waterfall sales is a calculated field that has been created for this particular scenario. So in order to find this cumulative effect of the sequential positive and the negative values, we have taken the waterfall chart. So basically what happens is to show the value that starts and the ends, and how it gets there incrementally, and to show the values of a sales that has for each and every order date. We have further granularized into a dashboard we have in the next slide, that we can further focus on the regions that we have, and move on to the part to whole analysis, and or we call a composition analysis in the next slide. Can we move on to the dashboards, please? Yeah, here we have the pie chart, the pie charts on the above, which shows the category which has the beverages, cereals, the dairy products, fruits and vegetables there. For all the category, we have different regions and sales of it. So here the pie chart that represents the data as slices of a circle with the different sizes and colors. And basically we can use it for relative proportions of percentages as well. In the dashboard, we also have the overall pie chart that describes the profit of the business in the category, and the profit coming from each region. We can see it here, and the region is a particular slice over there, like north and west, east, and The category and region are also added to the filter there, the above, where to make it the dashboard interactive through category or a region wise, we can see the sales and sales of a particular region. Now we have also did a correlation analysis. Down we have after the pie chart, we also can see the trend lines that's going on. That is a scatter plot that expresses the profit as a function of sales for different order IDs and category. Here, the output that we have is in the y-axis and the input that we have in the x-axis. So the first thing is like predicting the output that gives the input of scatter plot. So we have considered the direction of a scatter plot that goes like direction of a correlation and the strength of a correlation. If we are the direction that could have been in the positive side or the negative side, or like no correlation or like curvilinears that we can have. So basically we also have just a moment. Yeah, if you can see there, we have fruits that's going down the line. It's negative to the profit, and the order IDs that we have for fruits is not, the trend line is going down, and for the rest of all, it's trying to reach the 2000 mark, which is however not reaching the R value, R squared value, and the P value. If the criteria is matching to that particular R square and P value, then we have gone for the profit calculations. But somehow the only beverages is the only category that has trying to this almost reach the R squared value here. And the trend lines that's confirming the calculation for the other values as well here. From this data, we have predicted there can be a fluctuation as well. Like we have the confidence interval here as well, that we have considered it as 95%, where we have taken the data from 97.5 to 102.5 as the confidence level interval for this particular plot. The next which we have is the forecasting. The forecasting for this, we have did a trend analysis. The sales for different category in the quarters, we are trying to show what would be the next 6 quarters here. What is the sale amount that could be. Basically what happens is to perform a forecasting, we need a time series data. For that we have a calculations. What happens is it takes the in order to get the future data, it takes the current data and the historical data. But here it uses a concept or technique called exponential smoothing. There it is taking the more weightage to the most recent data that we have here, and the less weightage to the oldest data. If you can see the data for beverages, okay, beverages is very low for all the sales. Let us consider for vegetables. Yeah, for vegetables, if you can see, the data is very high in all the quarters that it is. But towards the end of 2014, the data that we have for those years, the quarter 3 and quarter 4, the sales is going down because of the exponential smoothing concept technique that we have. The data, it is predicting that, for the next quarters it may go down further, and then it will calculate the less weightage to the that has to the oldest data, right? It will calculate for the oldest data, and then it will try to create a peak for further above the expected line. The trend may go up. So forecasting also captures the trends of a data that extrapolates the trend of a future. We also have a concept called prediction intervals for the forecast, that is in a precision range. Here we have the range for all the categories that we have. We have taken the range that falls under this particular criteria. And here we have the category, we have the quarter of order date for and the sales we have considered in this sheet. Now, if we move on to the next one that we have is a top 5 and bottom 5. So for top 5 and bottom 5, what we have did is we have created two bars that shows the products which has the highest sales and the lowest sales, highest profit and the lowest profit as per the product. So the sum of profit for each product and color shows the sum of profit for each category here. So here, if you can see for the passion fruit and the rock melons, that has the least profit, and the sweet potatoes and spinach that has the highest profit. Basically, it doesn't mean if you have it may have the less sales. That's why it could be the reason for to have the least profit created by it. To analyze those things, what we have did is we have also did a comparative analysis in the next slide. Can we move on to next slide, please? Yeah, below the bubble chart, the animation chart that we have, below that we have a comparative analysis that we have done with the bar chart. Here we are trying to find the difference between two products. For example, if you are taking lettuce that is there that has the sales that has almost 11,000. We have compared it with the other products that is available. Let us take a tomato and a banana, those two. So tomato has the sales that is more than the sales that has done from comparing to lettuce. So it's almost, it will show the difference values between these two particularly, and then it will try to tell you the exact difference that we have for each product. So what we are trying to do is basically, if we have the highest profit and highest sales, and if in case if we have the highest profit with lowest sales, that is the criteria that we are trying to match up. If we have the lowest sales and the lowest profit, that doesn't make any sense. But we have for the passion fruit that we have very less sales. That's the reason it has gone to negative 4,000 profit. For if you can see the other chart that we have is a reference band where we are trying to show the product, where it's we have created a bands where it reaches each and every product what are the sales that has done. So here we have from 1000 till 5500, we have a reference band that falls under a lowest sales, and we have the mid sales and the high sales as well, where the mid sales starts from 5500 till 10,000, and from for the high sales we have from 11,000 till 20,000. If you can see that sweet potato and the basmati rice has the highest sales that has gone beyond 20, that has gone till 22 or 28. And yam and pears, those are in the lowest sales, and many of them are in the lowest sales. Just because we have the lowest sales, maybe there's a reason that it could be it's not reaching to the profit that is expected. So we are trying to reach for state wise as well, because the product which we are seeing is the sales which we are seeing is for the product based. Now we are trying to see the sales that is happening in the individual state. So if you can see the tree map above, that is showing the state-wise data that has profit and sales in both. If you can see that the deepest, darkest green color that we have here is the highest profit, and the darkest red color that we have is the lowest profit that is gaining. So it's not only just the profit, it also shows the sales as well, where in the darkest red color, where it's Puducherry, it has the least sales going in negative, and the sales that is happening is also very less. Comparing to the first box that we have, that UP has the highest sales, but the profit is very less. That's the reason it is not showing the profit in the darkest color of the green. It has just reached the profit, that's it. It has done a lot of sales, but it has not reached the profit yet. So I'm just trying to show the rank wise data. The color shows the sum of profit here, and the size shows the sum of sales, and the marks are labeled on city and state. And rank, we have calculated it, so according to the rank which profit and sales it has calculated. Now if you move on to next chart that we have here is an animation sales by subcategory. What we have tried is to show the subcategory of product. Sorry, for a category we have a subcategory, and for subcategories we have a products as well. So subcategory wise, what are the sales that is doing in each and every state? So we have tried to create an animation there that it shows what is the what is the sales that it is doing, like the color that shows the subcategory and the sales that is happening in each and every region, um, sorry, each and every state. So we've tried to create it according to the state as well. Next, what we have is the cohort analysis down. We have done this for the percentage of total sales for each order date per year. And the color it shows is for the fixed customer. Those are repeating their orders in the next years. Now, if you can see the 2011 data that has the high 100% data that per the per running percent of total sales. In 2012, the sales has been decreased till 27 or 30% of sales. This has been repeated by the customers. Only 30% of customers are came back to order it. And if you move further in 2013 and 14, it's going beyond it. It's going decreasing somehow. In the fourth one in 2014, if you can see, we have all the four here, which showing the percent total sales along the cell where 2014 data and the time says like t minus 1, t minus 2, and t minus 3. All the sales that is like it's happening in that particular region in which customers are repeating their orders, that has been displayed here. Furthermore, we have also done few more analysis here that has been done by Mr. Manju. I'll try to, I'll just proceed further. He'll just proceed further. I'll just hand over to Manju. Manju, can you?
Thank you, Riyaz. Okay. Coming, we are analyzing the grocery data. My team members already explained about that. And we have three different level of management, like high level management, middle level management, and low level management. And they are having their roles and responsibility. And coming to high level management, as Rohan told, they are controlling and overseeing the entire organization, and they are the decision makers. Okay, developing the strategic plans and setting the goals and company policies, making the company policies to the direction of growth of the company, and to do the to make the decisions or to set the goals. They need some historical data. They have to analyze the historical data, how the organization is going on. And here we have some of the dashboards already. Ria has explained very well. And adding to that, okay, see, they are particularly seeing the profit and sales. Particularly sales, they will see obviously that sales will come to the as profit if sales are high. And here we have the category wise sales and profit in the first chart, and the colors indicate the different categories which we have already explained by our team members. Okay, and here in the first column in the horizontal bar chart we have the years 2011, 12, 13, and 14, and we have the sales chart. According to that we have the profit by the different categories, and they can look over at which category is having the highest sales and which category is having a low sales, and they can make a decisions or a strategic plan to improve the sales of the particular category. And coming to the next slide, they can overview by the quarter wise. Some of the companies, they can overview every quarter how the organization is going on, how the sales are going on. And here we have the sales and profit by quarter wise, and you can see here every quarter the sales are improving. Means the high level management is very active to take the right decisions at the right time to improve the organization business. Why? Because the high level management is the account responsible for the shareholders and getting the confidence and trust of the public. Okay, they have to active in taking the decisions and setting the goal, and that goal have to achieve by the to direct the mid level management to achieve that whatever the goal set by the high level management. That's why they have to visualize the data. Means they can visualize take the data by day. They can visualize the data every quarter, and they can take the appropriate decisions to improve the business model. And here we have the quarter wise data. You can see the how that sales and profit are improving quarter wise as well as the category wise. Okay, and coming to the third chart, that is the quarter to quarter sales percentage, means how the percentage of sales is improving or sales is going on year quarter wise quarter. And the color indicates the quarters. Okay, blue color indicates first quarter in the every year, yellow color indicates the second quarter in the every year, and green color indicates third quarter, as well as red color indicates the fourth quarter. They can look over the quarter to quarter sales percentage, and they can make the appropriate decision how much sales is going to happen. It is the total overall sales of the organization, not by state by state or region by region. And they can go by the sales percentage or sales, some of the sales of the each region. Okay, we consider the four regions: east, north, south, and west. Okay, and they can analyze the data region wise, in which region we have the maximum sales, and how we can improve the sales in which region which is going less, and how we can expand the business. And you can observe that in the north region sales is very high, and they can expand the business in the north region by increasing the stores. Okay, they can make such a decisions. And even you can consider in the east region there is a less sales in every year. They can make us particular strategic plans to improve their sales in the east region and south, according to their input from the regional managers. Okay, they are taking the overview for every year. The meeting and AGM means annual general meeting they are conducting for looking over their profit and sales of the organization. Okay, and coming to the sales map, here the color, the blue color, what we are seeing in the dark blue, which is almost north side, which shows here the sales of the north region is very high, and it also appear in the sales map. We can visualize that the highest sales, which is showing in the dark blue color in Uttar Pradesh, that is state wise sales you can take. Okay, Uttar Pradesh and Madhya Pradesh, they can have the highest sales. And even the lightest blue, that is having a low sales, like east region like Arunachal Pradesh and Nagaland, they have low sales, and they can see the state-wise sales to improve the sales in the particular state by uh, taking the appropriate decisions. And coming to the next chart, we have the bunch of bubble chart, that is indicates the sales and profit of particular category in the particular year. See, you can see here the fruit, that is green color, which is in the 2014, it is having highest sales of around 41,000, and having a profit around the 2,700. Here the size of this bubble indicates the sales, maximum sales and particular year. Okay, and even the fruit in the 2013 year, it is having less sales. See that the color, it is going to indicate the sales, means sum of sales here. Okay, this is the high level management, their perspective view, their point of view, and they can improve their business model by taking the decisions by overviewing the data or visualizing the data. Thank you for giving the opportunity. Next, I will Bharat will explain the next slide. Thank you.
Thank you, Manjunath. Here we are going to see about structural approach for mid-level management. In this approach, we are going to explain about different types of charts and why we are considering this particular chart for doing analysis in e-grocery business. First, we have text chart here. Text chart displays the text present in the data and used in analyzing what are the categories along with their subcategories. In this chart, we used city-wise sales range. And next line chart. Line charts is used to track series data with a continuous line and used in analyzing of maximum sales of particular category over some period of time. And highlight charts. Highlight charts are the charts which are used to measure the different measure values. The chart is used to analyze the range of sales. Bullet chart. The chart is used for comparing the performance of a previous primary measure to one or more than other measures. This chart is used for analyzing maximum sales of for particular product. Bar chart. Uh, Chart explains about the categorical data with rectangular bars. This chart is used to know the maximum count of customers. Next slide. Here, peak time for sales. In this chart, we consider sales and order time. From this chart, we can conclude that at which time the sales will be high in particular region. Here, the different line colors shows the different region. For central region, we indicate it by orange color. For east, red line. For north, blue line. For south, green line. And west, yellow line. From the chart, we can say that the north region has maximum sales in the 13th hour. And here we consider 24 hours date format. And the central region has almost same type of sales at any working hours. Next slide. Highlight sheet. In this sheet, we consider category and subcategory along with their measure values. The column color explains about each of the measure value like discount, profit, quantity, and sales. For discount, we had taken orange color. For profit, blue till. For quantity, green, and sales, we have taken red. In this chart, if we choose a discount column, it has some light and dark text. The light text indicates it has low discount, and the dark text indicates it has high discount. Likewise, in the light text of profit, it indicates low profit, whereas dark indicates high profit. Next chart. A line chart. In this chart, we consider sales and profit according to their month of order date. For this, we conclude for which month how many sales and how much profit will get according to categories. If we see the green line in the visualization, it means that it has vegetable category which has high sales and high profits in November 2013. At the same time, if we consider beverages, it was indicated by blue line. The beverages has low sales and less profits in November 2011. From this chart, we can visualize that for which month how many sales and how much profit will get according to different categories. Next slide. Yeah, dashboard for mid-level management. In the city-wise sales rank, in this chart we consider state and city according to their sales. From this chart we can conclude that which city has more number of sales. For example, if we take Srikakulam city, it has highest number of sales in Andhra Pradesh state. If we choose Hyderabad city, then it has highest number of sales in Telangana state. If we choose Nicobar city, it has highest number of sales in Andaman and Nicobar state. Next, category wise sales and profits. From this digital chart, we can analyze the sales and profit in category wise according to the order date. If we search for June month 2011 year, the sales are 5,984 and the profit is 139 for foods category. At the same time, if we search for September month in 2011, the sales are 12,287 and profit is 6,024. This is for vegetable category. If we search for September month in 2011, the sales of fruits are 6,262 and profit for fruits is 4,032. By this, we can conclude that one category and analyzing their sales and profits according to their particular order date. Maximum sales. From this chart, we analyze that which product has given more number of sales. From the chart, we can say that basmati rice has more number of sales compared to other product sales. If we choose pear fruit, it has low number of sales. And if we choose sweet potato, it has 22,185 sales, but less compared to the basmati product. By this chart, we can say that particular product has this much of high sales and low sales. Moving average sales. From this chart, we can analyze that at which date, at which month, which year, what are the sales done and what are the profit we get in each category wise. If we search for 9th May 2013, vegetable sales are 212, moving average will be 400, and running sum of sales will be 81,383. Running sum of sales is the summation of a sequence which is updated each time a new sales is added to the sequence. Moving average in sales is used to analyze the sales by creating a series of average of the sales of different subcategories to full categories. Number of customers. In this chart, we consider the order date, customers, total count of customers, sales and profits. From this chart, we can analyze that how many customers are doing sales and how much profit we get from them. If we choose 2011 year, the total number of customers are 178. They make sales of 1,15,814 and the profit we get is 11,239. At the same time, if we choose 2013 year, the total number of customers are 243. They make sales of 1,24,220 and the profit we get is 13,670. And in the next pie chart, we are going to explain region-wise category and its sales. From this chart, we analyze that vegetable sales are high in North region at an average of 65,970. In the same vegetable category, the East region has low sales, an average of 53,837. If we choose cereals category, the East region has less sales compared to other regions. If we choose beverages category, then North region has highest sales at an average of 14,158 and the South region has lowest sales. Now further slide will be explained by Adesh.
Yeah, thank you, Bharat and team for giving me opportunity to explain what we did in the sales stats across the region. So as everyone informed, like Rohan and Mallikarjun informed that about the level of management, what we are going to use, like high level, mid level, basically we are using to develop the dashboards. So already they inform what mid level management is there. So whatever the regional management manager is there, branch manager is there, they have to look over the mid level management skill, like whether our sale is going properly or not, where we are stucking, what is the means development or improvement we have to do to improve the sale and profit. Like this, they used to come across and they used to inform the same to the high level management. So here you can see the sales map. That map is based on the longitude and the latitude, which is generated, and it is shown in color, and it is indicate the different states across the India. Now here you can see the darkest blue color, it indicates the maximum sale, and as the color decreases towards the brightness will increase, like where it become, then the sales is reduced like this in the same position. And if you come for the second one, where we focus on the product, like already Suchita informed, what are the categories we are considering, what is the subcategory we are considering, and what are the products. For example, some products, we give an example which comes under the certain subcategories. So based on the same product, as we can see, the sales across the all regions, whatever we consider central region, north region, west region, east region, and south region. So based on that region wise sales, it is indicated here in the different color, like you can see yellow color, green color, blue color, red color, and one orange color you can see here. So mostly you can see the first bar, which is maximum, that is for the rice only, because all over the states or region we can see the most sale is going for the rice only. So based on that, the different like ghee, coffee, apple, tea, and different products, they are given the sale across the region. If you come for the third, that is a peak time for the sales, or you can say the busiest hour where the mid-level management can focus. Suppose our busiest hour is 10 morning 10 or afternoon 2 or 3 p.m. then what will happen? That time sales will be more. So we have to make the availability of the stock. So in order that customer will get the satisfaction that lots of stock available and they can purchase easily. So based on that, you can see there are the three different colors available here, like orange color for the central region, red color for east region, blue color for north region, green color for south region, and yellow color for west region. So as you can see here, we'll see the maximum sales occurs in the afternoon time only. Like we took the 24 hours format. So we can see here the maximum sales, it is coming in afternoon time only, where the customer used to come across these stores or doing online purchase, and they used to get their whatever product they want. Now, again, now we can see our India is having a 28 states and 8 union territories. So based on that state-wise product purchase using subcategory, I plotted here in the fourth chart. You can see here state-wise sales for the subcategory. Now, here I took the area-wise as a graph, because if you'll see here in a rice only, if you'll see rice is written, in rice subcategory, the sales is maximum. And the same time we've seen here in a region wise sales for the product also, we have seen basmati rice, that is a part of the rice only, that is it will come under the category of cereal, that it is maximum. And if we change the state, like from if you come from the Maharashtra, we'll take a Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, and we can go for the Kerala, Karnataka. We can take the states and we'll see how that graph is changed according to that. If we'll change anywhere, we'll see the chart is crossing or changing everywhere according to dashboard. So similar thing, we make one more thing, like what are the categories and subcategories in that, and what is the maximum sales is going to occur. So here you can see in a category sales, cereal is there, and in that we can see only rice brand having the more sales, like subcategory rice, it having the more sales. So, and the remaining things like available there, fruits, dairy products, beverages there, vegetables is there. So their sales you can see here in the form of bar graph. Now we have all things. Now we have to estimate, or we have to calculate what is the percentage of share, what is the total sales we have, and what percentage of share each region or each state have. So for this, we can came across the pie chart. So using pie chart, as you can see here, the blue color, that is north region, it is carrying 47.47% of the total sale across the India. So most of the sales used to come from north region only. At the same time, you can see the less sales is used to come from a central region, and the remaining you can see here green color, that our south region giving 17.46%, west region is to give 20.87%, and east region is to give 14.05%. So these are the sales statistics across the region what we are considering, that will be really beneficial for the mid-level management, so that they can make a improvement, or they can make the availability of a stock accordingly, and they will look over that. So thank you for giving me the opportunity. And for further more discussion, I would like to invite Neetu to carry on the things. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Adesh. So let's see about lower level management. This level is the last level of organizational hierarchy. It represents the operational level and acts as a link between management and operational labors. They mainly perform the vital functions of supervision and inspection of all activities in order to control them. The roles and responsibilities of lower level management can be like assigning jobs to various workers, guiding and instructing workers in day-to-day activities, and overseeing both the quality and quantity of the production. Next slide, please. Here we'll see some of the recommendations or suggestions, like location-wise sales and profit of particular product, and focus mainly on attractive offers for the customers for more sales, and focus on customer service, interacting with vendors regarding lowest profit and highest demand of particular product. So that's it. In the end, I would like to thank all our guides and mentors, Sharat sir, Hima Bindu ma'am, Sheila ma'am, and Akram sir for helping us at every part of our journey and making this project a successful one. And last but not the least, I would like to thank my team friends for all their support and hard work throughout the project. And thank you one and all for your presence. Thank you.
Great work, team. Kudos to all of you and all the best.
Yeah, thank you,